Hi students, welcome to Engineering 1110, Introduction to Industrial and Systems Engineering. My name is Tenchi Smith. This semester I'll be your head teaching assistant. In this video, we'll be going through the syllabus together as well as some lab routines that we'll go through together in this semester. So first, let's take a look at the syllabus. The syllabus contains many good information as well as important due dates that I think you should note down in your calendar, but in this video I'll highlight only a couple things that I think are highly relevant to the lab. So first is cell phone and computer usage in lectures and labs. Feel free to step outside the room at any time you like. If you have to make a phone call, text a text message, or browse a web page that's irrelevant to the lecture or the lab. But if you do decide to come back in the room, please make sure that you do only browse items that are highly relevant to the lectures and labs. As for the grading, there are a total of 1,000 points available for this class. If you make 900 and above, at the end of the semester, you make an A in the class. If you make between 800 and 899, you get a B in the class, and so on and so forth. We'll meet 15 times in total in labs and 15 times in total in lectures. 11 of the labs will be graded and they'll be worth 40 points each. Some of the labs will be specified as team-based labs, some of them will be individual labs. Before each and every lab, except for the first lab, a 5-minute and 5-question quiz will be given on Canvas. It is very important that you make it to the labs on time so you don't miss part of the quiz or miss the quiz altogether, because it's only 5 minutes and Canvas keeps track of the time of its available time on the system. The following 4 items are for your final project. We'll be specifying the details of them later in the course. Lecture and lab attendance is mandatory and required for this class. As you can see, the total points of them do add up to contribute quite a bit into your total points. If you do have to miss a lecture or a lab, please submit your excuse through email at least a week ahead of time. And if it's an emergency or acute situation, please notify the lecturer and the TA as soon as you find out about the situation. Makeup labs and quizzes should be completed within 7 days after the missed lab. You can schedule an appointment with your TA so he or she can fill in on whatever you have missed in the lab. If you decide to work on it by yourself, that's completely okay. Just make sure that you do submit all the required files through Canvas within 7 days after the missed lab. As we scroll down to the last page of the syllabus, it shows you a detailed schedule of the labs and lectures. Usually the labs are an extension and deepening of the lecture content of that week. So if you do pay attention to the lectures, you should be finding the labs quite relevant to what the lecture has been gone over in the previous couple days or on the same day. Some of the important dates are specified in red below. If you would like, please note them on your calendar so you won't miss them. Next, I'd like to show you some items on Canvas. If it's your first time using Canvas, just search search Auburn Canvas in Google, and the first entry will be the correct entry. As you click on that, log on with your Tiger Mail credentials, and you'll be able to log on to this page, the dashboard. And then we'll click into Engineering 1110 018 later, but if you're in 019 or 020 sections, that's okay. We're all going to use this 018 section on Canvas. So before we click into that, I want to make sure you get the settings right. So just click on Account, click on Notifications, You can surely look into the other things, but one thing I do want to make sure that we all do is to click on here, notify me right away for announcements, because Dr. Gallagher, the 3 TAs, will make important announcements on Canvas, and it is one of our only official means to communicate important information to you. So you definitely want to subscribe to that to make sure that you get notified in real time. So after you do that, we'll go back to the courses. As you can notice, there are a few tabs in here. Announcements is where you receive important announcements. Assignments is where you receive the assignments and submit the assignments. As for now, I have only uploaded Lab 1, Lab 2, so you should be able to see both of them through assignments right here. If you click through it, you'll be able to download the assignments, and you'll also be able to see where to submit it and upload it. As you submit an assignment, you can download what you have just submitted to make sure that what you have submitted is what I will be able to see. So what you will be downloading is what I will be downloading. So please make sure that you test it a few times, at least for the first couple labs, to make sure that you submit the correct file, you submit the correct format, so I won't get any formatting errors that will affect your grade. You can also submit as many times as you wish, and I will only grade the last one that's submitted before the due time. If you click into grades, you'll be able to see grades as I grade them. If you click into files, these files will be made available very soon. Those are your lecture files. If you click on lab files, I've already uploaded the first 5 labs. I will be uploading the labs way ahead of time for your viewing. So if you would like to preview the labs and take a look at them, start working on them, you feel free to do that. If you get stuck, that's okay. Bring the questions to the lab sections, and the TAs will be covering the material with you. If they somehow do not cover the questions that you have in mind, feel free to raise your hands and ask them, or as they walk through the room, you can grab them and ask your question away. At the beginning of each lab, navigate to quizzes and click on take the quiz. You'll have 5 minutes and it will start counting down as soon as you start clicking into the quiz. That's really it for Canvas. The last item I will show you is the typical layout of the lab itself. This is a typical lab assignment. It usually has quite a few steps, and after each step, a point assignment is followed right behind, telling you how much each and every step is weight. And then after you follow the instructions, create your own file, and then make sure you name them correctly and upload them on Canvas, and you're all done for this lab. Once you're submitted, you make sure everything is done, you can leave the lab as you wish. But please do make sure that you submit the correct file, and you're good to go. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope to see you in the next video.